based on your biomechanical measurements, Zen, you should have a golf club that goes back and down in this quadrant.
Between the V?
Yes,
Okay.
but you don't do that. Your swing is steeper than that. Now, the major reason your swing is steeper than that is you take the club, what we call under the plane on the backswing, and you'll see that because the shaft goes underneath the yellow area. That's a little bit inside, just a little bit. And then from there, you lift the club up. Now, you should have a high swing, but your swing is too long here. It needs to be a little bit shorter, right about there. Okay. So your arm swing exceeds where it should, but you have a lot of mobility, a lot of flexibility. That's good. You generate enough speed, but here's where you go wrong. Now, for your biomechanical measurements, your club should run, the shaft of the golf club should stay underneath that yellow area, but see how it comes over the top.
Okay.
So that's wrong. So we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Now, is that way off? No, not way off, because you hit 7 out of 10 pretty good shots. But here's the problem. With your long clubs, it's going to show up more.
Okay.
In the form of either a big pull, a big fade, or a pull hook.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah. So in an ideal world, your club shaft should mirror the backswing. See how the club shaft is parallel there to the inclined plane?
Right.
Okay, that's pretty much where your club should come down, but it doesn't come down on that plane. It comes down on a much steeper plane. So it comes down on this plane. So it goes back on one plane here. We'll call that number 49, and then on the downswing plane, you're over here at 62. So that's too steep.
Right.
Now, let's take a look at a tour player. And I don't like to make it's not really a fair comparison to compare you with a tour player, but I just want to make an illustration here of what we're talking about. Adam Scott's swing plane should be pretty much like yours. You two are built. He's a larger version of you, though. He has long arms. He's very thin-chested. He's a thin guy. All right. Notice the club stays in the cone there on the backswing. Right. Notice on your takeaway the club's way underneath the. All right. Now from there, if you stopped your swing right there, it'd be perfect. Notice what Adam Scott does. He does stop his swing right there. Now he has very high hands like you do. But watch how he comes down. Notice the backswing plane too. There's the angle of the shaft right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now watch when he comes down how the shaft angle is flatter. See, now it's slightly flatter. Well, he does the opposite of what you do.
Okay.
His club comes down on a shallower plane, then he goes back on. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we're trying to go with your golf swing. Now there's a few ways to do that, and it's going to take a few lessons. You can't do it overnight, but the key for you is you got to practice without a club, working on your swing in front of a mirror. So you're going to work on and I'm going to show you what to do. That's the backswing plane is going to look more like that. Notice how the angle of the shaft there is through the elbow.
Uh-huh.
Notice when you cock your wrist where the shaft angle is.
Okay.
It's much flatter, right?
Right.
So you're going on a different plane there. So we want to get that shaft plane a lot more vertical on the backswing. So we have to change your takeaway. You're going to keep the handle in closer to your right thigh, and you're going to keep this wrist angle the same. So when you take it back, your left wrist condition doesn't move. You turn your trunk, and the end of the golf club is going to point right at your stomach. So I'll show you what that looks like. When he takes it to the first parallel, his club is pointed right at his stomach there. And that's what we want to do with you. And then we want to shorten up the backswing, and then coming down we want to shallow it out. So he goes from a slightly steeper plane going back here to a slightly shallower plane, and that's why he's making money playing golf. Notice the club in the delivery position, the hands and the shaft are almost in direct alignment there. Notice how the club head is slightly behind the hands there. Now in your swing, that's not happening. When you come down, your club head gets to the outside of your hands. Watch. When you get to the parallel, see how the club is to the outside of the hands. So you're a little steeper.
Okay.
Now, that's going to make a difference with your driver. With your irons, it won't make much difference. You hit great iron shots. But when you hit the driver, it's not going to work.
No, it's not working.
Right. All right.